What's going on, guys? Zennosh here, and today let's talk about the Archangel, Water Archangel, Ariel. Alright, and he is a multi DPS servant. His HP is about 8,745. Good. Attack 665. Okay. Defense 803. That's good. Speed 103. Pretty good stats. Pretty good stats. So before starting this video, I would really love to recommend you guys to subscribe to my channel to keep on enjoying the contents like this. And again, guys, please don't forget to leave your views and opinions in the comment section below after this video. So let's get this started. The first skill, also known as the Heavenly Sword. Okay, so attacks enemies with the Heavenly Sword. That means it's an AoE based damage. So AoE based damage are always great in the PvP battles because it can target the squishy and soft support and DPS servant behind the back of the tanks. Okay, so even before the tank, the DPS and support servants will bite the dust. So that's pretty good, guys. Deals damage based on defense, 70% chance to decrease enemy defense for 30 seconds. That's good. Lesser the defense, more the damage they are going to be dealt with. Punishment. That's also a AoE based damage. That's pretty great. Deals damage based on defense, increases caster's defense for 60 seconds. Level 5. So more defense, more attack he's gonna gain. He's a defense based servant, so more defense, he's gonna be more stronger, more tankier. And next one is Archangel Sword. Cleaves enemies with the Heavenly Sword and attacks enemies with the Summoned Sword of the Archangel. So this AoE damage is pretty great in the PvP contents, so he's really gonna have a great time smashing up the opponents in the PvP contents. Okay, deals damage based on defense. Okay, no problem. Next one is the passive skill. Becomes immune to the defense down. This should be given. Heals 15% of HP for all allies upon using skill. Wow, okay, he's also a healer. Whenever he's using the skill, the HP of all allies are actually healed by 15%. That is so great. That is good. That's good. Increased survivability. Removes one enemy buff when an active skill lands as a critical hit. So with the skill, he is gonna heal us. I mean, like, heal the all allies, and at the same time start to debuff the enemy. So that's pretty great. Okay, good. But the problem is that, like, it really doesn't have any kind of sequence that helps him to deal more damage in terms of defense increase or crit rate increase, crit damage increase, or combo skill gauge increase. So that is a little bit down part as well. He's a DPS unit and not a support. As if it's, like, if he was a support unit, then this could have been really great passive skill. But as a DPS, although it can be a really good servant for the like the beginners. Okay, for the new players, I mean, he can be great because of the high survivability, right? If an ally A Sphinx is present, defense increases by 100%. Yes, he is a multi DPS unit, and if we have Water A Sphinx in the team, then she is gonna make him a very speedy character, and he's gonna deal 100% more damage. Okay, you can include other Sphinx also, A Sphinx as well, but I believe Water A Sphinx is the one that is gonna tandem with him very nicely. Next one is the team passive. Defense of all element allies increases by 35% at all regions. Wow, that's really great, guys. For Fire Archangel, he is limited only to the world boss, but for this one, he is basically everywhere. So that's good. So basically, he's a really great unit, guys, especially for the PvP contents. He can be really great, but his damage is kind of severely compromised compared to the Fire Archangel. He's more into the survivability rather than on the offense. For me, the best offense is the best defense. So I'm kind of saying that, like, he is a really good servant, but not a top tier type for in my view. Okay. He's not really that on the top tier. He just missed by a shot. Okay, I think that's what I think. But anyways, rejoice to have him nonetheless, especially if you are a beginner. So now let's talk I mean, like before talking that one, yes, he's gonna have a good time in Tile Sanctuary with the like good survivability and good damage. He's gonna be good in PvP. He's gonna really be great, but not as great as the Fire Archangel, because with the combo skill of the Fire Archangel, he can actually increase the skill gauge by 20%. But in here, it's only deals damage based on defense, so there is no increase in the the combo skill gauge whatsoever. So he lags a little bit behind, but nonetheless his attack is gonna be a devastation in the PvP battles. Okay, so that's pretty good. And in the tower defense, he's gonna be good. Abaddon, really good. World boss, really awesome, really good. And then Omen's Void, pretty good, pretty good. Dependable. And Heed, also kind of dependable. Okay, so now let's move on to what sort of equipments can we really give to him. I would really propose to you guys to give him the Havoc and the Blade. He really needs to be, but this kind of gears really needs to be top tier. I mean, like the gear needs to be really good for him. For it to be effective on him, because like it really depends upon the critical hit rate. The critical hit rate really needs to be about 100%, so that like these gears can come into the full effect. Okay, try to give it to him, or you can actually go with, if you are a basic level player, then go with the all defense. Okay, or let's say all iron. That will be good for him as well. Or you can build over the blade gears as well. So it's really up to you guys. Anyways, now let's start talking about what sort of stats we need to focus on his gears. So obviously in the weapon, shirt and the pants, the primary stats are the flat stats, no need to worry about them. But when it comes to the additional stats, you really need to focus on the 4 stats. Okay, the first of all, speed. Next, defense percentage increase, crit rate increase. Okay, and the next one is the critical damage. Okay, so speed, defense percentage, crit rate and critical damage. And when it comes to the gloves, the helmet and the shoes, gloves should have speed as the primary stat, helmet should have the critical rate as the primary stat or critical damage. Okay, depending upon like how much you have already accumulated the crit rate. And the next one is the shoes. You need to have the defense percentage as the main stat. Okay, defense percentage as the main stat. So speed, crit rate or crit damage and defense percentage boost. And when it comes to the necklace, you have to really go for the speed stat as your primary stat, no questions asked. And when it comes to the ring, you have to go with the defense percentage boost, or you can go with the critical damage boost. Okay, go with the critical damage boost, more better. Critical damage percentage boost in the ring, and you are gonna deal a lot of damage, no problem, no problemo. But yes, his fire version is overshadowing him with quite a significant margin, but nonetheless he's a really great servant indeed. So this is it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button to keep on enjoying the contents of my channel. And guys, don't forget to leave your views and opinions in the comment section below. It really matters a lot to me. And see you guys in the next video.